Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today we have another beer from Voodoo Brewing Company out of Meadville, Pennsylvania. So this is the Green Dot Big Black Voodoo Daddy, which is their Imperial Stout Big Black Voodoo Daddy with cacao nibs added. So that's what they started doing. They made these generic BBVD can labels. They just started canning them, and then they put a dot sticker on it as to what variant it is. This is only the second one they've done. The first one was coffee. It was blue dot, and it was actually really good. So, and I do like the base beer of this a lot. So I'm looking forward to trying this variant. So that's enough about that. Let's crack this open and see what we have. Okay. So, I mean, I didn't pour that very vigorously or anything, as you saw, but it was, it's pretty dark. I mean, it's almost straight black with it was about a finger and a half worth of, a tan head. It's definitely a darker head, but not the darkest I've ever seen. So the aroma is big, dark chocolate, like baker's chocolate almost. But it definitely has a much bigger chocolate character than the base beer does. I am getting a little bit of hop character to it as well, because it is more like a Russian Imperial. I mean, it says it's Russian Imperial on the side right there, but it's fairly hopped for an Imperial Stout, but I appreciate that. It gives it some heft. But yeah, it smells like it's going to be nice. I'm excited, so let's see what we got. It's pretty nice. So the beginning is very roasty, not burnt, but it's definitely very roasty. The only negative I would have is it has a very, very slight metallic character, but it's minimal, and I think that comes off in some of these giant Imperial Stouts sometimes. And then the finish is a really, really big dark chocolate, almost coffee character, but I mean it's definitely a roasty, grainy coffee character. You know, it doesn't taste like the coffee version of this tasted like cold brew coffee. That's not what this is, but it's definitely very big dark chocolate from mid until late swallow, and I like it because it's definitely different than the base beer, but you know, it's not overly chocolatey. It doesn't taste fake. And you could still tell what the base beer probably tastes like, so. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of dark fruit in there, too. Definitely some smoke as well. You know, I haven't had the regular base beer in a good while, but I do remember thinking that it's one of the better regular Imperial Stouts, and drinking this makes me want to go back to it and have it again. And I'm absolutely confident that it would be great, because all the Imperial Stouts that they do are great, and that, like, you need to have this kind of base to be able to hold up to the crazy barrel aging that they do. Especially, like, this beer is pretty big in itself, and they've had the Black Magic, the unbarreled Black Magic on tap at the Meadville location once or twice, but I had never gone up there to try it, and I would really like to try it because that beer is gigantic, and I'm just curious what it's like without being barrel aged. But even this one, they did the different barrel aged variants of this was they were really good, just not quite up to the level of the Black Magics. So I can't remember. I think they still have some of this left. They also had, I think they did like 12 magnums of this, which I think there was 3 at each place. So basically, you'd be first, a couple people in line to get it. So I mean, honestly, I don't think those are worth trading for unless you just want the bottle, because the beer inside is going to be the same as these cans, and the cans are a lot easier to get. I don't know if they still have these or not. If they do, I'm sure there's not much left, because it's been a good 2 weeks now, I think, since this was released. But, let me go back one more time. Yeah, I think it's a pretty nice, smoky, big Imperial Stout with a sheet of dark chocolate on top of it, which I mean, I can't ask for anything more from what it is, because that's exactly what it says. It's that beer with cacao nibs. So I think I like the coffee one a little bit more, but that's not to say that that they executed it better. I just think I love coffee and Imperial Stout, so to me that's just more my wheelhouse than chocolate. But I would say that they both are the same quality. So, on my scale of buy, drink, dump, this is definitely a buy. It was $22 for a 4-pack. So, $5.50 for a pounder of a 12% Imperial Stout, and a really good one at that, is a pretty good deal nowadays. So, and I like to separate the quality and the price, because if it's cheap but it's shit, then I don't care how cheap it is. If it's good but it's expensive, yeah, it's usually worth buying it once or twice, but not all the time. I mean, I know that you can't get this all the time anyways, but I just think for what it is and the price, I think it's a pretty good deal. On top of it's a really good beer, so definitely buy it. Anything that's Voodoo and a stout, there's no reason to, unless they're aging it in hot sauce barrels, there's no reason to shy away, because they're always really good. So yeah, that's what I think about this one. It's probably going to take me a little while to drink the rest of this, just because it's such a huge beer, but it's really good. So I had a good time doing this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you tune in for the next one. Thanks.